Hi guys, sorry this is very, very late. We have clearly come down with the plague at our house. It was bad. We've been passing it back and forth for like a week and a half now, and it finally hit me hard. Just really, really hard. So what I wanted to talk about this week, is about the cycle of rebirth. Now, the interesting thing about rebirth is birth itself. So if you haven't had the experience of giving birth to a tiny person, let me tell you, it is painful. Like, literally, like if someone says, what do you think about giving birth? I would say pain. And I think that's what people forget about the struggle of rebirth. So the idea of rebirth is that you go through a change to evolve and become something like bigger and better and more awesome. We forget that the process very often involves a tremendous amount of pain. Uncomfortability, things we don't like, things we don't want to face, things we don't want to deal with, crap, just a whole bunch of crap. And I see that there are a lot of people going through a whole bunch of crap right now, whether it's just the little things consistently coming at you, constantly coming at you, or just big things hitting you out of absolutely nowhere. It's a cycle. And it's pushing us to better ourselves, to learn new skills. So those little things that are constantly coming at us, we have to rise above that, deal with them as they come. Don't let it drag us down and move forward. So whatever you are rebirthing into, this is the beginning of the process. The interesting thing about it is that it's happening at a very perfect point in our year to understand this, because at this point, everything's dying. Our first frost is supposed to hit this weekend, although I swear it's already hit. The wind hurt my face this morning, and I was like, winter. I miss summer very much. So as we go through this cycle, embrace the change in nature, in your life, and everything else. You're going to have to probably let go of some things that you don't want to let go of. For instance, I haven't been to the gym in a while, and I miss it terribly. But I understand right now, at the point where I am, that this is the sacrifice I'm making to get to a better point in my career, and that once my career is stable, I'm going to have more time and money to spend on doing those things. And it's not just that. I've sacrificed a lot to get to the point where I am, and I know that I have a long way to go to get to the point where I want to be in my career. So that's the cycle that I'm in right now. Is it frustrating? Yes, it's very frustrating. It sucks a lot. Those things, whether, it was having the time to do my spiritual stuff and go to classes and do stuff with people. Like, I don't have that right now. So I have to get to the point where I understand that this is a temporary change. I understand that the idea of the greater good is out there, and that I'm working towards something. If you forget all that, you could drown in the fact that I've given up everything I loved in order to better my career. And for what? And that's where a lot of people get lost and drown in things. If you're not working towards something that you care about and you're passionate about, then maybe whatever you're working towards isn't worth it for you. Period, end of conversation. And so you have to make that decision that, okay, maybe I'm not going to work towards this goal. So like if I was really, really sucking at what I was doing right now, I would be like, okay, you know what? It's time to try something else. And you would end that cycle and go towards something new. But I love what I'm doing. I'm really good at it. I just have to do more of it. I have to put the effort in. I have to put the time in, and with just Dean's school stuff. And so there's a lot going on in life that has kind of been punching me hard as well in different arenas. And so I had to say, okay, yes, I'm willing to sacrifice this, or no, I'm not willing to sacrifice this, or I can't sacrifice this, the meetings, the all sorts of Dean's school stuff. And so that's where I'm at now in my cycle of rebirth. I'm sticking to my guns. I have sacrificed a lot in getting to where I want to be, and I'm moving forward because I understand that it's a process. It's not going to take a week. It's not going to take 2 months. It's going to be a while. And I'm sticking with it because I already can see the joy of the end in sight. I need more practice. I need to do it. I have to do this stuff. So that's my life right now in this cycle of rebirth for me. Where are you in your cycle? Clearly time is not on my side. And so there's certainly things that I have been very frustrated about. Are you frustrated? How are you dealing with that frustration? If you've given up the things that have brought you stress relief, how are you dealing with this cycle? Because it is absolutely enough to drive you crazy. Welcome to my world. And so I'm asking everyone and reminding everyone also to be kind to people that are going through this, because you aren't the only one going through this. There are a lot of people going through a lot of things right now. We need to be respectful of their journey without letting it impact ours. So if somebody's a douche to you, just let it go. It's not worth it. If somebody's kind to you, embrace it and be kind back. I hope you guys are having a much better week than I am. It's just part of the cycle. Go with it. I love you. Bye-bye.